everybody, a very good morning to you. It is 6 a.m. and it is cold.
Yeah, you can say that again. It is freezing outside. In fact, Matthew,
in some places it is actually freezing.
Yeah, well, I mean, Matthew, you were saying earlier this morning that some of those places were down in, what, the 20s almost?
Oof.
Are you ready for winter? Seems like it, right?
Grace?
You have said that several times today.
I can't wait. I'm sorry. I just.
And you're going to get on a list.
She's very, very
the naughty
triggered
list.
right now,
sorry about that. Ooh. Yeah, okay. I'll calm it down. We still in fall, so we still got some nice fall into the afternoon. But these mornings, oh, it's going to get cold out there. But we do have that weather impact alert day for the threat to vegetation, the threat to those plants out there for you. I hope you brought those in and into the overnight back into this morning, because we do really have widespread frost out there across all of our areas this morning. As look outside, yeah, still cool and dark out there, but temperatures, yeah, as we said, into the 30s. Scottsburg at 32, right at the freezing mark. Campbellsville, same case, 32, 35 in Hodgenville, and even out to E-Town, 33 degrees for this morning. Mitchell's starting to get closer to 29. They're at 30 degrees right now for this morning, so it is definitely chilly outside. The next 12 hours right here in Louisville will bring us up into the upper 30s by about 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and eventually by this afternoon into the lower 60s. We do have that freeze warning in effect until 9 a.m. this morning, so we'll have this for about another 3 hours outside for you, but that is expected to expire right at 9 o'clock as that sun begins to rise and melts that frost away. But if you're standing out at the bus stop forecast, parents, grab the kids and make sure they have at least a jacket for this morning, as temperatures will be into the mid-30s just off the school. But heading home, won't necessarily need the heavier jacket, as temperatures will be into the lower 60s. Overall, right here in Louisville, we saw that first 8 a.m. sunset yesterday, but we're seeing right around 8:01 for that sunset time this morning. So we'll be in 2 hours seeing that sunset. High temperatures today, likely into the mid to lower 60s, so a little bit warmer as we head towards the weekend, but we do have some rain chances on the way for us as we head towards the back end of the weekend. I'll be timing out what you can expect coming up in just a few minutes. Now let's get a look at those roadways for the start of your Friday morning and what to expect overall as we go towards this morning. I'll give you a live look right now. Looks like we do have a stalled vehicle along the Waterston for this morning, but really not backing up any traffic out there for you. It give you a live look at those roadways running smoothly this morning and give you a look at some of those drive times. If you get onto the I-64 from Gene Snyder to the Spaghetti Junction, it'll take you 12 minutes. Elizabethtown to downtown, 31 minutes this morning with an average speed of 71 miles per hour. We'll send it back over to you, Grace and Jim.
Thank you, Matthew. Our top story this morning, the FBI is investigating former U of L star and current Miami Heat player Terry Rozier for alleged illegal gambling.
Now, according to FBI Director Kash Patel, they're looking into tens of millions of dollars worth of fraud in robbery here. Gabe Gonzalez and photojournalist Hayden Sorgenfrei are live this morning at the Yum Center. Gabe, we know that Rozier is not the only person who's already been connected to this case.
Hey, good morning, Jim and Grace. Yeah, Terry Rozier, who is really most known here in Louisville for playing with the Cards and then playing for the Miami Heat, along with the head coach for the Portland Trail Blazers, Chauncey Billups, they were both arrested just yesterday. Now, authorities are looking at two different alleged schemes they're investigating here. In the first, Rozier and others are being accused of essentially rigging games, including releasing information about players' performance. Now, the second looks into mafia poker games. Investigators say unsuspecting gamblers would play a rigged game with a former star like Chauncey Billups. Now, we spoke to a former federal prosecutor who explained the FBI's case against Rozier.
You have more money bet on him and how many points he's going to score, how many minutes he's going to play, how many assists he's going to get, how many rebounds, that's really unusual, then that may be strong evidence against him if they have it.
Now, on Thursday, Rozier was seen leaving the federal courthouse in Orlando, Florida. The NBA did release a statement that said it's taking the allegations with the utmost seriousness while keeping the integrity of the game its top priority. And just last year, a separate player, Jontay Porter, was banned for life for putting bets on NBA games. And as of right now, the NBA has put both Billups and Rozier on leave right now. Plus, ESPN is now reporting that Rozier his next court appearance will be on December 8th. Jim, Grace. Grace.
Hey, Gabe, thank you. And another major story we're following today. The Kentucky Supreme Court has overturned a murder conviction in the death of a 3-year-old and her father.
Kevon Lawless was found guilty of killing Brandon Waddles and his daughter, Trinity Randolph, in August of 2020 down in the Jacobs neighborhood. LMPD detectives said Lawless used his 17-year-old girlfriend to set up an ambush and robbery at Waddles' house. According to the evidence at trial, Waddles was ambushed at his door and shot 6 times, while his daughter Trinity was shot twice. During his trial, a witness was arrested and charged with perjury, and a juror unlawfully watched the news media on the arrest and told the other jurors what happened. The Supreme Court of Kentucky said that because of all of this, Lawless should have been granted a mistrial. Now, during that trial, Judge McKay Chauvin, who oversaw it, cried on the stand, calling this alleged murder, quote, the saddest case that he had ever seen. Lawless was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, but now this case is set to go back to the Jefferson Circuit Court.
Shively police have made an arrest after shots were fired inside a Dixie Highway tire store. They say 40-year-old Lance Bennett got into a fight with employees at Discount Tire and then came back with a gun. It happened just after 5 Wednesday evening. Police say after coming back, Bennett fired a shot at the person he'd allegedly been fighting with, then fled the scene in a car. Officers chased Bennett for several miles before he crashed. No one was hurt in the shooting. Bennett is now charged with first-degree assault, wanton endangerment, possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, and fleeing or evading police. He's expected in court October 31st.
The Clarksville Police Department seized more than 11 pounds of marijuana after a traffic stop. They say that they pulled over 51-year-old Jeannie Richardson because she allegedly failed to use her turn signal. Now, officers said when they arrived at the car, they smelled an odor coming from the vehicle, and so they conducted a search. That's when they found 5 bags of marijuana and 86 individually packaged marijuana products. Police say they found even more marijuana inside her home. Richardson is facing charges of dealing and possession of marijuana.
The process to roll out medical cannabis in Kentucky is moving forward. Thursday, Governor Andy Beshear said more than 15,000 medical marijuana cards have been approved. Beshear also said 500 practitioners have been certified, with more on the way.
Approved cultivators like Going Blue, Armory, and Natural State are preparing their first harvest. And safety compliance facilities, including KCA labs and aquatic labs, are ready to test as soon as product becomes available.
The first dispensary is in Ohio County. It's been approved to open, but there's no date set yet. The first processor, Bison Infused Cannabis, will be inspected next week.
Happening today, LMPD is hosting its 3rd annual Violence Reduction Summit. Mayor Craig Greenberg said the conference teaches people how to make their communities safer. There's going to be presentations and breakout sessions featuring some local, state, and national experts. This all starts at 9 o'clock this morning out at the Goodwill West Louisville Opportunity Center on Broadway. Parking is going to be free, there's going to be some free food, and there will be childcare as well.